Becoming the flame. Rebuilding yourself through the philosophy of Nietzsche. From isolation to power, from rejection to reverence. This presentation explores how Nietzsche's philosophy can transform your life, helping you rise from adversity to power. Sorry I'm burping, guys. I'm just gonna still post this because I want to. So, the truth about power. If you've been discarded, passed over, judged before you even had a chance to show your worth, the world never gave you permission, never gave you fairness. Good. You don't need it. Because in this world, power isn't given, it's taken. And no one understands that better than Friedrich Nietzsche. Rejection as opportunity. When the world discards you, it creates a perfect condition for transformation. Now, power dynamics. Understanding that true power is never granted but must be claimed through deliberate action. That is the truth. Nietzsche's insight. Embracing Nietzsche's radical perspective on personal sovereignty and self. Bro, what is up with this PowerPoint? I don't care. This is my hobby. I'll show my personality. I'm not re-editing this. Y'all can if you want to. No one's watching it anyway. I'm focused on consistency. Next thing we're gonna do, right? We're gonna start with validating reality. You see reality as it is. You watch others win by birthright. You question if there's any point. Nietzsche will look you dead in the eye and say, "He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow." This is not your end, it's your beginning. You were meant to rise because you started in the fire. So here we have a little pyramid. Step number 1 is a clear vision. Seeing reality without illusion. That means seeing the beauty and the ugliness. Next thing we're going to do is live in spite that. You know what I mean? We're going to find our why. What is that why? What is that beautiful why? What is that eye of the storm? You know what I mean? And then we're going to rise above our circumstances. That is the goal. So, what is step number 1? Nietzsche believed in cultivating the will to power. Small acts of voluntary discomfort ignite discipline and forge inner dominance. You are proving you can choose discomfort over comfort. So, this has been said a shit ton of times, but there's truth to it. Cold shower challenge. Every morning, take a 3-minute cold shower. Do it not for health, but for defiance. Command over your nervous system, all right? Mirror confrontation. Follow with 3 minutes of silent staring at your own eyes in the mirror, okay? And then, inner dominance. Develop the ability to command yourself before attempting to influence others. Okay, I'm not liking this PowerPoint at all, but we're gonna still go. Nietzsche believed in cultivating the will to power. Yeah, this shit is ew. This shit is not hitting at all. It's not going with the script. Anyways, we're gonna keep on going, guys, because we can't focus on perfection. If we focus so much on perfection, we don't do things, you know what I mean? We never put things out. And with the social media stuff, if you want, listen, it's tough having a business in person. Why? There's only so much people. But if you build a business and you have an e-commerce store, doesn't matter what it is, something of e-commerce store, anything, any type of business over the internet, the whole world are your customer base. You know, true financial freedom does exist for the everyman. It's all on the internet. Utilize the internet. At this point, everyone knows the power of the internet. Just start your e-career over the internet. You know what I mean? So, break free from the herd morality. Nietzsche believed most people live by the morality of the herd. By rejecting secondhand values, you become your own creator. Respect begins when you stop living borrowed beliefs. So what does this mean? 1. Document current values. Write down 5 values that you actually live by, not what we think we should have. Next, eliminate inherited values. Cross out all that were inherited from fear, guilt, religion, or society. Next, create authentic values. Replace them with our own forged values that truly resonate with our being. Amori fati. We must love our fate. Amori fati is the love of fate. When we embrace everything that happened to us as fuel, not burden, we instantly regain control. Power is taking ownership over what seemed unfair. Identity, painful shapers. Write a list of the 3 most painful things that has shaped our personality. Next, claim ownership. Next to each one, write, I chose this. I know what some of you are thinking, but if you want the shackles removed, I chose this, You must embrace our fate. Transform burden to fuel. Reframe each experience as essential to our development and strength. Reclaim control. Recognize that our response to fate is entirely within our power. Design a life worth repeating. Nietzsche's eternal return forces radical accountability. Every action matters. We start living with intention, not reaction. We eliminate dead time and begin building a legendary life. So what do? Daily reflection. Ask ourselves, if I had to live this exact day 1,000 more times, would I? Internal adjustment. Modify tomorrow based on our answer. Deliberate action. Live each moment with purpose. Legacy building. Create a life worthy of eternal repetition. Alright? What does this mean? Love your routine. Build that powerful, amazing routine. Because the majority of life is just routine. So get on that routine. Become the Ubermensch. The Ubermensch is not a superhero. It's a person who no longer lives as a slave to others' expectations. You become a walking rebellion against your former self. That alone demands respect. Define the old self is step number 1. Write 3 sentences describing who we've been. Next, symbolic destruction. Burn the paper or tear it as part of a ritual of release. Next, create the new self. Write 3 sentences describing the self we choose to become. And last but not least, daily affirmation. Tape that version on the wall and read it out daily. And then last but not least, track yourself, Track your weekly rituals. Track your reflection practices, And then tracking transforms habits into identity. These actions build, resolve, and forge distinction through self-discipline. Last of all, we were never meant to fit in. We were meant to rise so far above they'll never understand how we did it. Sorry to my non-existent audience for not being clear throat, but listen, if you're watching this video, something must resonate. But I think one thing we would have in common is change, right? There's willingness to change our destiny, change our fate, change our circumstances, do what we're able to do with what we got, right? And in real time, I'm posting this video. I don't even know what this channel is about. I'm figuring out as I go, but I said no más, no más, no más, no more, no more, no more. I said I'm gonna do something. I'm doing something, but that's all I'm really focused on is building presence, and I'm making this video despite not wanting to. So may this inspire you. Do the thing you don't want to do in spite of it. It's better to half-ass something than to not do it at all, and that's currently where I'm at. I said, my body's like, I don't want to post any more videos. Why? There's no reaction. There's nothing happening. And I said, I don't care. All my videos at the beginning are going to suck anyway, so I might just keep doing it. Why? You know why? I said, I'm not going back to who I was. I said, I refuse. I'd rather post this, not edit it, be weird or whatever. Still build up that momentum. We could figure things out later. And yeah, I'm not a guru or anything. I'm just a regular guy. I like learning philosophies. I like whatever I was already doing stuff like this, making these, PowerPoints or whatever, and just reading, right? But I said, hey, might as well share this with the world, replay it back. If I'm bored another day and I find something I want to do and remember everything, that's cool. Uh, I will. Not everyone is curious, and just share it with the world. But all in all, wish y'all the best. Keep doing what y'all do. Allsublime.com merch. Or if you would like to buy some accountability, hey, I am selling accountability. Yes. Yes, I know. I almost feel like the dude from, it was that Dr. Seuss movie, and he was selling air essentially. But yes, I'm selling accountability. And guess what's the cool thing about selling accountability? Um, the more expensive, hey, hear me out. The more expensive accountability becomes, won't you even say the more accountable it'll become, right? Because it's like, damn, this is an investment now. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, hear me out. If I do it, that'll be so fire. That would be quite the career, selling accountability. So that's my dream. Help us sell accountability. That'd be so fire. That'd be such a flex. Imagine. Oh, that'd be so cool. Anyways, yeah, I'll probably like over time, show my personality more, especially on days where I don't want to post. And I said, I'm still gonna do it. Let's go. I'm actually recording a bunch of videos all in one go because I can already tell it's gonna be a tough couple days. So on to the next video.